If you pitched this life story in a Hollywood boardroom, executives might call it unrealistic. One man rises from post-war poverty to become the greatest bodybuilder in the world, the highest paid action star on the planet, and the governor of America's most powerful state. It sounds exaggerated, yet the life of Arnold Schwarzenegger is not fiction. It is a saga built on relentless ambition, painful missteps, and extraordinary reinvention. Behind the muscles and movie quotes stands a complicated human being shaped by hardship, controversy, and resilience. To understand him fully, we must begin far from red carpets and political stages. Post-war beginnings in a broken Austria. Arnold Alois Schwarzenegger was born on July 30th, 1947, in the small Austrian village of Thal, just outside Graz. Austria was still reeling from World War II. Poverty lingered, infrastructure was shattered, and hope was scarce. Arnold's childhood home had no plumbing, limited heat, and little comfort. Winters were harsh, and life demanded toughness. The atmosphere was shaped by national defeat and personal frustration. For many families, survival, not dreams, was the daily focus. In this bleak environment, young Arnold began forming a fierce internal belief that he was destined for something greater than the grey horizon surrounding him. The shadow of a strict father. Arnold's father, Gustav Schwarzenegger, was the local police chief and a former member of the Nazi Party. He was stern, disciplined, and often harsh. Competition between Arnold and his older brother, Meinhard, was constant. Praise was rare, criticism was common. Physical punishment was not unusual. Gustav believed in order, obedience, and toughness. For Arnold, childhood was less about affection and more about endurance. While his brother struggled under the pressure, Arnold reacted differently. Instead of breaking, he hardened. He learned to detach emotionally, channeling pain into ambition. The difficult household would forge the steel core of his personality. Discovering the dream of America. As a boy, Arnold found escape in cinema. In dark theatres, he watched newsreels of America, skyscrapers, confident people, and bright optimism. Compared to post-war Austria, it looked like another universe. America symbolized opportunity and reinvention. Then he discovered bodybuilding magazines featuring Reg Park, the British bodybuilder who became Mr. Universe and later acted in films. For Arnold, the blueprint became clear. Build the body, move to America, become a movie star. It was not fantasy. It was a structured plan. At a time when others saw impossibility, Arnold saw a staircase waiting to be climbed. Obsession with the Iron Arnold attacked bodybuilding with ferocious discipline. He trained before and after school, often breaking into gyms when they were closed. Cold weather and limited resources did not deter him. He believed every repetition moved him closer to freedom. When he entered mandatory military service, he continued training relentlessly. He even went absent without leave to compete in a junior bodybuilding competition, and won. Though punished upon return, he felt empowered. Victory confirmed his belief that rules were obstacles to be navigated, not walls to stop him. The iron became his vehicle for escape, shaping not just his body, but his mindset. Arrival in America. In 1968, at age 21, Arnold arrived in the United States with little money and a thick accent. He had been invited by Joe Weider, a major figure in bodybuilding. His first American competition ended in defeat, a humbling shock. Instead of retreating, Arnold analyzed his weaknesses. He moved to Venice Beach, California, training at Gold's Gym. There, he refined his physique scientifically. He corrected flaws, strengthened weaknesses, and sharpened his presentation. The setback fueled improvement. By 1970, he began dominating major competitions. the immigrant who barely spoke English was steadily conquering a sport that prized perfection. Master of mind games. Arnold's dominance extended beyond muscles. He understood psychology. Before competitions, he befriended rivals and subtly undermined their confidence. He planted doubt with casual remarks, ensuring competitors felt defeated before stepping on stage. This mental warfare was immortalized in the documentary Pumping Iron. The film showcased his charisma, humor, and confidence. Audiences were fascinated. Bodybuilding, once niche, entered mainstream culture. Arnold wasn't merely a champion, he was an entertainer. By the mid-1970s, he had won multiple Mr. Olympia titles and cemented himself as the face of the sport. Yet even then, he was planning his next conquest. Building wealth beyond muscles. Unlike stereotypes of athletes, Arnold was financially savvy. While competing, he started a bricklaying business and invested profits in real estate. He understood leverage and inflation, buying apartment buildings that appreciated in value. By his early 20s, he was already a millionaire. Bodybuilding was never the final goal. It was a stepping stone. He knew fame could fade, but assets could multiply. This strategic thinking separated him from peers. Arnold's ambition extended beyond trophies. He was constructing financial security that would empower future risks. Hollywood was next, and he intended to enter it on his own terms. Breaking into Hollywood initially rejected him. Casting agents mocked his name, accent, and massive physique. The 1970s favoured smaller, subtle actors. Arnold persisted, taking acting classes and speech lessons. His breakthrough came with Conan the Barbarian in 1982. Critics were unsure, but audiences embraced his commanding presence. Then came The Terminator in 1984. His limited dialogue and mechanical delivery fit the role perfectly. "I'll be back" became iconic. What was once considered a liability became his trademark. Arnold transformed uniqueness into brand power. By embracing what made him different, he redefined what a leading man could look like. The king of action cinema. Throughout the 1980s and early 1990s, Arnold dominated action films. Hits like Predator, Commando, Total Recall, and Terminator 2 made him one of the highest-paid actors in the world. His rivalry with Sylvester Stallone fueled box office competition and public intrigue. Arnold also surprised audiences with comedies like Twins and Kindergarten Cop, showing versatility. He wasn't just an action star, he was a cultural phenomenon. His larger-than-life persona symbolized American strength during an era of bold spectacle. Yet, behind the success, cracks were forming in his personal life. Marriage and hidden secrets. Arnold married Maria Shriver, a member of the Kennedy family, blending Hollywood glamour with political legacy. They had 4 children and projected a stable, high-profile image. However, Arnold's history of infidelity followed him. In 1997, a child was born to Mildred Beener, the family's housekeeper. Arnold kept the secret for years, supporting the child financially but hiding the truth. As the boy grew, resemblance made secrecy impossible. The compartmentalization that once served Arnold's ambition now threatened everything. The double life stood in stark contrast to the disciplined image he presented publicly. Entering politics. In 2003, amid political turmoil in California, Arnold announced his candidacy for governor. Many dismissed it as a stunt, yet he won the recall election decisively. As governor, he focused on environmental reforms and infrastructure, projecting bipartisan appeal. He embraced the nickname the Governator. However, governing proved more complex than filmmaking. Budget crises and political battles eroded public support. The 2008 financial crisis hit California hard. Arnold left office in 2011 with low approval ratings. The triumph of political ascent was overshadowed by economic challenges and growing strain at home. The scandal that shattered the image. Shortly after leaving office, Arnold admitted that he was the father of Mildred Boehner's son. The revelation devastated his marriage and shocked the public. Maria Shriver separated from him, and the family's carefully maintained image collapsed. Media coverage was relentless. Projects stalled. Arnold faced consequences he could not outmaneuver with charisma. For perhaps the first time, he confronted failure not in competition or box office numbers, but in trust. The cost of ambition became painfully personal. The strongman image dissolved, revealing vulnerability and regret, health crisis and mortality. In 2018, Arnold underwent what was expected to be routine heart valve surgery. Complications led to emergency open heart surgery. Recovery was grueling. The once indestructible action star struggled to walk. He approached rehabilitation like training, step by step, repetition by repetition. The experience humbled him. Facing mortality forced reflection. Strength was no longer about lifting weights, but about resilience and patience. Surviving the surgery marked another reinvention. He returned to work, but with a quieter understanding of limits. The machine had faltered, reminding him and the world that even icons are human. Redemption and reflection. In recent years, Arnold has shifted toward mentorship and advocacy. He speaks openly about his father's Nazi past and the dangers of extremism. He promotes fitness, mental health, and personal responsibility through his newsletter and public appearances. He has worked to rebuild relationships with his children, including Joseph Boehner. Rather than chasing youthful glory, he embraces aging with transparency. The conqueror has become a teacher. Instead of proving strength, he encourages others to find their own. His third act is defined less by dominance and more by contribution. Conclusion: the true measure of strength. Arnold Schwarzenegger's life defies simplicity. He embodies ambition, reinvention, success, scandal, and survival. From a cold Austrian village to global fame, he repeatedly visualized and built his future. Yet his story also warns of the costs of unchecked drive. Muscles fade, power shifts, and secrets surface. What endures is resilience, the ability to adapt, to admit mistakes, and to keep moving forward. His journey teaches that strength is not merely physical or political, it lies in discipline, accountability, and the willingness to grow. In the end, the greatest comeback is becoming better than you once were.